Hey you guys, so let's have a quick conversation about Disney. Now we have yet another AI partnership that just hit. And this time it's between Disney and OpenAI. Now we're going to go directly to the article. We're going to kind of read through this deal. And I also want to kind of talk about why I believe that they are even making this step, especially with such a massive investment. But the article is Disney making $1 billion investment into OpenAI will allow characters on Sora AI video generator. Now, I know we done all seen some type of AI video made through Sora, and we know exactly how far along this AI generation has come, because Sora has been making some hyper realistic videos that we've seen. Now sometimes we can kind of still tell the difference a little bit, but some of these videos we just genuinely cannot tell. Okay, so let's look a little bit into the deal that Disney has with OpenAI and what this investment will entitle. All right, the Walt Disney Co. on Thursday announced it will make a $1 billion equity investment into OpenAI and will allow users to make videos with its copyrighted characters in the Sora app. OpenAI launched Sora in September, and it allows users to create short videos by simply typing in a prompt. I've done a few just to kind of test it out, and it wasn't bad at all. Like you can see with something like ChatGPT videos or even Google's Gemini, like you can see the difference there compared to Sora. It's much more realistic than those two platforms as of now. So going directly to the source with Sora versus using something like ChatGPT, I don't know, it's just a difference there from what I've seen in attempting to use it. Now, as a part of the startup's 3-year licensing agreement with Disney, Sora users will be able to make content with more than 200 characters across Disney, Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars starting next year. Now, there's a little bit more there, but I kind of wanted to look at that. This is one of the biggest things that I'm looking at with this partnership is I think Disney is going to try to ease in cutting out animators, or I wouldn't say animators in terms of like mostly what Pixar, to where they are able to use AI solely to make new Pixar series, Disney series. It's like maybe short films or like small episodes, 15, 20, 30-minute episodes of whatever it may be in the future, to where they don't need actual animators to do the job. That's just my prediction. I just feel like they're going to try to test the waters with this a little bit, because a $1 billion investment, 3 years, I guess it's not too bad considering some of the other partnerships we've seen that are 10, 15, 20-year agreements. But I think that they're going to take these next 3 years and try to test out if they could successfully create either movies, series, or some type of animation around this whole AI generator. And I think they're going to use Sora to do it. It's, I don't know, prediction. And if you read back, I want to say about maybe two and a half years ago, where Tyler Perry was, opening up his TP studios out in Atlanta, and he talked about how AI scared him and how he was pulling back the opening of his studio because of he wanted to see where AI was going to go, all of that. Hollywood also had their concerns because we were seeing where agencies or even actors were being approached to sign over their likeness so that movies can be created without needing the actor itself. And I think that Disney making this move could actually kind of tie into that a little bit, but we shall see. With this being such a massive partnership, and I won't say massive, massive, massive compared to the ones we've seen with NVIDIA, the ones we've seen with AMD. Not that massive, but this is definitely a step towards something where I feel like they're going to try to automate their content creation process. And I also feel like they're going to use users who, you and I, who may use Sora to kind of see what we create, to kind of see if this thing is actually going to be feasible to use in the future for them to create their own stuff. So definitely something to watch. Today, they closed out at 111.69. They're up almost 6% on the past week. Not a whole lot. Disney doesn't move a whole lot, but there's some decent moves there that you can definitely watch. I don't think that this is going to, result in a massive, massive drive, but it was up today just a little bit, not too much. It was up $2.63 on the day after the news hit. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how Disney moves. So I definitely wanted to share that because I think it's going to be something that we need to keep our eye on and exactly what they're going to do with this in the future. If it is announced that, hey, we're going to start using AI to bring you out new series, bring you all new movies, we'll see. Because there is a limit to some, I guess, like AI video generators. Some of them like 8 seconds, some be like 15 seconds. It all depends. So, of course, with a partnership this big, they can find a way to make hour-long movies from something like this. So, keep your eye on Disney. OpenAI has been in talks of doing an IPO. I feel like when that happened, it will probably be one of the biggest IPOs of the century. Now, let's see. Elon is looking to take SpaceX public as well in a $1.5 trillion IPO. But I feel like OpenAI going public with all of these massive partnerships and this massive drive in AI, this thing could be one of the biggest, probably more than 1.5 trillion. Sam is on a mission to raise 7 trillion. So we'll see. As you're watching it, just be sure that I shared this a little bit ago, and I was sharing that they had a potential death cross taking place on their 4-hour as well as on their daily time frame. And if you don't know what the death cross is, it's just basically when the 50 and the 200 EMA crosses each other. Now we're currently retesting that 50 and that 200, and it closed back above the 50 and the 200 on today with the news that they have partnered with OpenAI. So the key thing here is seeing if it holds. If it comes back below, we could potentially retest that lower level at about 102 and lower. So I don't fully have a trade plan for this one just yet. I will probably be looking into next week to kind of see what it does between Friday and market open on Monday. But just keep your eye on that daily. Keep your eye on that 4-hour to see how this thing moves, right? And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.